Soul growth. Jupiter Mahadasha, 16 years. Welcome to the Consciousness YouTube channel. In this video, we explore the Mahadasha system of time cycles in Vedic astrology and how each dasha and antardasha fuels and propels a person to move, achieve, embody, and accomplish goals, purpose, and life lessons embedded in each nakshatra. We'll see how the Mahadasha system brings these experiences to the soul for learning and growth. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments for the video. The Jupiter Mahadasha, spanning 16 years, is a period marked by growth, expansion, and the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom. Jupiter often brings opportunities for higher education, spiritual development, and a broader understanding of life. This Mahadasha can be broken down into 3 segments, each corresponding to one of Jupiter's nakshatras: Punarvasu, Vishakha, and Purva Bhadrapada. Below, we consolidate Jupiter's characteristics with the traits of each nakshatra to provide practical insights into how these energies may manifest in real-life scenarios. 1. First segment, Punarvasu nakshatra, approx is 5 years and 4 months. Practical impact, rebirth and reinvention. This period is characterized by a strong sense of renewal and the ability to reinvent oneself. The native may experience significant personal growth, overcome past challenges, and create a new path forward. Curiosity and learning. There is a heightened interest in knowledge, spirituality, and intellectual pursuits. The native may engage in studies, research, or teaching, driven by a desire to expand their understanding of the world. Balancing duty and nurturing. The native may feel a strong sense of responsibility towards family or community, often balancing personal growth with the need to nurture and support others. Jupiter's influence in practical terms. Positive influence. The native may experience growth in both personal and professional life, often finding success through education, teaching, or mentorship. There is an innate ability to inspire and uplift others, contributing positively to the community. Negative influence. There is a risk of becoming burdened by duties or expectations, leading to frustration or burnout. The native may struggle with balancing their own needs with those of others, potentially leading to feelings of being overwhelmed or unfulfilled. Real-life application. Focus on educational and personal development, engaging in courses or activities that broaden your knowledge and skills. Practice balancing personal aspirations with family or community responsibilities, finding ways to nurture both yourself and those around you. Embrace change and use past experiences as stepping stones for personal growth and reinvention. Lash 2. Second segment, Vishakha nakshatra, approx is 5 years and 4 months. Practical impact, focus, determination, and ambition. This phase is marked by a strong drive to achieve specific goals. The native may feel highly motivated to pursue success in career, relationships, or personal projects, often displaying great perseverance and determination. Conflict and duality. The native may face inner conflicts or dilemmas, particularly related to balancing personal desires with moral or ethical considerations. There can be a struggle to maintain focus and direction amidst competing interests. Transformation and purification. This period may bring opportunities for personal transformation and purification, whether through spiritual practices, therapy, or challenging life experiences that lead to deeper self-understanding. Jupiter's influence in practical terms. Positive influence. The native can achieve significant success through their focused efforts and determination. There is potential for personal transformation and growth, particularly in overcoming negative habits or past challenges. Negative influence. The native may struggle with jealousy, insecurity, or addictive tendencies. There is a risk of becoming overly focused on material success or power, leading to conflicts in personal relationships or ethical dilemmas. Real-life application. Channel your ambition into meaningful projects that align with your values and contribute positively to your community or field. Be mindful of inner conflicts and seek to resolve them through self-reflection, counseling, or spiritual practices. Use your drive for success to transform and purify your life, letting go of negative habits or influences that no longer serve you. 3. Third segment, Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, approx 5 years and 4 months. Practical impact, spiritual depth and transformation. This period is characterized by a deep desire for spiritual understanding and personal transformation. The native may explore various spiritual practices, philosophies, or disciplines in search of deeper meaning and purpose. Intense focus and determination. The native may display intense focus and determination, often working tirelessly towards their goals. There is a strong drive to create something meaningful or to make a lasting impact on the world. Challenges and learning from mistakes. The native may face significant challenges or obstacles, often learning important life lessons through overcoming adversity. This period may involve confronting past mistakes or dealing with unresolved issues. Jupiter's influence in practical terms. Positive influence. The native may achieve profound personal growth and spiritual insight through their dedication and perseverance. There is potential for success in fields related to spirituality, psychology, or humanitarian work. Negative influence. There is a risk of becoming overly intense, obsessive, or rigid in beliefs or behaviors. The native may struggle with letting go of past issues or may become isolated due to their intense focus or unconventional ideas. Real-life application. Engage in spiritual practices, therapy, or personal development activities that help you connect with your deeper self and purpose. Use your determination and focus to overcome challenges and achieve meaningful goals, but remain open to flexibility and adaptability. Learn from past experiences and use them as a foundation for growth, avoiding the trap of dwelling on mistakes or becoming overly self-critical. Jupiter characteristics, positive and negative aspects to be aware of. During Jupiter Mahadasha, one must be mindful of both the positive and negative aspects of Jupiter's influence. Positive aspects. Growth and expansion. Jupiter brings opportunities for growth, whether through education, travel, or new experiences. The native may feel more open-minded, optimistic, and willing to explore new ideas or perspectives. Wisdom and generosity. The native may develop a broader, more philosophical outlook on life, displaying wisdom, generosity, and a desire to help others. There is a strong focus on learning, teaching, and contributing positively to society. Optimism and faith. Jupiter enhances optimism and faith, encouraging the native to pursue their dreams and believe in their potential. This can lead to success in various endeavors, particularly those related to education, spirituality, or humanitarian work. Negative aspects. Overconfidence and extravagance. There is a risk of becoming overconfident or indulgent, leading to poor decision-making or excessive spending. The native may struggle with maintaining discipline or may overestimate their abilities or resources. Greed and materialism. The native may become overly focused on acquiring wealth, status, or material comforts, losing sight of deeper values or ethical considerations. There is a risk of becoming greedy or using unethical means to achieve goals. Indecision and escapism. The native may struggle with indecision or escapism, particularly when faced with challenges or responsibilities. There is a tendency to avoid difficult situations or to seek solace in distractions rather than confronting issues directly. Being aware of these characteristics can help individuals navigate the Jupiter Mahadasha more effectively, making the most of its expansive and benevolent influence while mitigating its more challenging aspects. Soul growth. Mercury Mahadasha 17 years. Welcome to the Consciousness YouTube channel. In this video, we explore the Mahadasha system of time cycles in Vedic astrology and how each dasha and antardasha fuels and propels a person to move, achieve, embody and accomplish goals, purpose and life lessons embedded in each nakshatra. We'll see how the Mahadasha system brings these experiences to the soul for learning and growth. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments for the video. The Mercury Mahadasha, spanning 17 years, is a period marked by intellectual growth, communication, and adaptability. Mercury often brings opportunities for education, travel, and the development of skills in areas such as writing, speaking, and commerce. This Mahadasha can be broken down into 3 segments, each corresponding to one of Mercury's nakshatras: Ashlesha, Jyeshta, and Revati. Below, we consolidate Mercury's characteristics with the traits of each nakshatra to provide practical insights into how these energies may manifest in real-life scenarios. God 1. First segment, Ashlesha Nakshatra, approx 5 years and 8 months. Practical impact. Sensitivity and transformation. This period is marked by heightened sensitivity and a need for personal transformation. The native may feel vulnerable and seek privacy, often experiencing emotional ups and downs. There is a strong focus on shedding old patterns and embracing change. Analytical mind and quick reactions. The native may display sharp analytical skills and quick thinking, excelling in areas that require problem-solving and strategic planning. Their ability to think on their feet can lead to success in competitive or high-pressure environments. Challenges with trust and attachment. The native may struggle with issues related to trust and attachment, often feeling suspicious or overly protective. There can be a tendency to hold on to past grievances or feel insecure in relationships. Mercury's influence in practical terms. Positive influence. The native may develop strong analytical and strategic thinking skills, making them effective in careers that require research, analysis, or negotiation. Their quick wit and adaptability can help them navigate complex situations and achieve success. Negative influence. There is a risk of becoming overly suspicious, deceptive, or manipulative. The native may struggle with trust issues or feel isolated due to their tendency to withdraw or overthink. Real-life application. Use your analytical and problem-solving skills to tackle challenges in your career or personal life, but avoid becoming overly critical or defensive. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness to manage emotional volatility and build healthier relationships. Focus on personal transformation and growth, letting go of old patterns that no longer serve you. Part 2. Second segment, Jyeshta Nakshatra, approx 5 years and 8 months. Practical impact, authority and power. This phase emphasizes issues of power, status, and authority. The native may take on leadership roles or seek to establish themselves as an authority in their field. There is a strong drive to achieve material success and recognition. Insecurity and conflict. The native may struggle with feelings of insecurity or jealousy, particularly in relation to their position or achievements. There is a tendency towards conflict or rivalry, both personally and professionally. Transformation through awareness. The native may experience significant personal growth through self-awareness and transformation. This can involve confronting hidden fears or insecurities and developing a deeper understanding of their true power. Mercury's influence in practical terms. Positive influence. The native may achieve success and recognition through their leadership abilities and strategic thinking. Their capacity for self-reflection and transformation can lead to personal empowerment and resilience. Negative influence. There is a risk of becoming overly competitive, arrogant, or manipulative. The native may struggle with jealousy or insecurity, leading to conflicts in relationships or professional setbacks. Real-life application. Use your leadership and communication skills to inspire and uplift others, focusing on collaboration rather than competition. Engage in practices that promote self-awareness and personal growth, such as meditation, therapy, or journaling. Be mindful of your interactions with others, avoiding power struggles or manipulative behaviors. 3. Third segment, Revati Nakshatra, approx 5 years and 8 months. Practical impact. Compassion and service. This period is characterized by a strong desire to help others and make a positive impact. The native may engage in social work, teaching, or roles that involve guiding and supporting others, often displaying a nurturing and compassionate nature. Spiritual exploration and guidance. The native may seek spiritual growth and understanding, exploring various paths or practices. There is a focus on inner peace and connecting with one's higher self or spiritual guides. Challenges with boundaries. The native may struggle with setting boundaries, feeling overwhelmed by others' needs or losing themselves in service. There is a risk of burnout or neglecting personal well-being. Mercury's influence in practical terms. Positive influence. The native may become a guiding light for others, using their communication and analytical skills to teach, counsel, or support those in need. Their compassionate nature can lead to success in fields related to healing, education, or social service. Negative influence. There is a risk of becoming too idealistic or losing touch with reality. The native may struggle with overthinking or escapism, using fantasy or addictions to avoid dealing with difficult emotions or situations. Real-life application. Use your communication and empathy to help others, but set clear boundaries to protect your own well-being. Engage in spiritual practices that support your growth and healing, but stay grounded and practical in your daily life. Focus on nurturing your own needs and aspirations, ensuring that you are not neglecting yourself in your efforts to support others. Mercury characteristics. Positive and negative aspects to be aware of. During Mercury Mahadasha, one must be mindful of both the positive and negative aspects of Mercury's influence. Positive aspects. Intellectual growth and communication. Mercury enhances intellectual abilities, creativity, and communication skills. The native may excel in fields related to writing, teaching, technology, or business, using their sharp mind and quick wit to achieve success. Adaptability and learning. The native may display great adaptability and a love of learning, thriving in environments that require flexibility and innovation. This can lead to success in diverse fields, as the native is able to quickly grasp new concepts and ideas. Social skills and networking. Mercury promotes sociability and networking, helping the native build strong personal and professional relationships. There is a natural charm and ability to connect with others, making this an excellent period for expanding one's social circle. Negative aspects. Overthinking and anxiety. There is a risk of becoming overly analytical or anxious, struggling to make decisions or take action due to fear of making mistakes. The native may become overwhelmed by their thoughts or feel paralyzed by indecision. Manipulation and deception. The native may struggle with honesty or use their communication skills to deceive or manipulate others. There is a risk of becoming overly strategic or using words to control situations or people. Lack of stability and focus. The native may find it challenging to stay focused on one goal or project, becoming easily distracted or scattered. This can lead to inconsistency or difficulty achieving long-term success. Being aware of these characteristics can help individuals navigate the Mercury Mahadasha more effectively, making the most of its intellectual and communicative influence while mitigating its more challenging aspects. Soul growth, Saturn Mahadasha, 19 years. Welcome to the Consciousness YouTube channel. In this video, we explore the Mahadasha system of time cycles in Vedic astrology and how each dasha and antadasha fuels and propels a person to move, achieve, embody, and accomplish goals, purpose, and life lessons embedded in each nakshatra. We'll see how the Mahadasha system brings these experiences to the soul for learning and growth. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments for the video. The Saturn Mahadasha, spanning 19 years, is a period of significant karmic lessons, responsibility, and discipline. It can bring slow progress, hard work, and challenges, but also rewards in the form of stability, maturity, and deep understanding. This Mahadasha can be broken down into 3 segments, each corresponding to one of Saturn's nakshatras: Pushya, Anuradha, and Purva Bhadrapada. Below, we consolidate Saturn's characteristics with the traits of each nakshatra to provide practical insights into how these energies may manifest in real-life scenarios. 1. First segment, Pushya Nakshatra, approx 6 years and 4 months. Practical impact, patience and wisdom. This period is characterized by a need to cultivate patience, wisdom, and a nurturing attitude. The native may feel a strong desire to support others and share their knowledge, often taking on roles that require guidance or mentorship. Growth and positivity. Despite challenges, there is an underlying optimism and focus on growth. The native may pursue educational or spiritual paths, and their efforts may lead to gradual but steady progress. Neglect of personal needs. The native may neglect their own needs while caring for others, leading to feelings of burnout or frustration. It is important to maintain a balance between giving and receiving. Saturn's influence in practical terms. Positive influence. The native may develop a deep sense of responsibility and compassion, becoming a pillar of support for others. Their dedication and wisdom can lead to respect and recognition in their community or profession. Negative influence. There is a risk of becoming overly cautious or inhibited, fearing that they lack the necessary knowledge or experience to take action. This can lead to procrastination or missed opportunities. Real-life application. Focus on sharing your knowledge and supporting others, but ensure you are also caring for your own needs and well-being. Embrace challenges as opportunities to cultivate patience and resilience, knowing that your efforts will lead to long-term rewards. Avoid holding back due to self-doubt. Trust in your abilities and take action when necessary. 2. Second segment, Anuradha Nakshatra, approx 6 years and 4 months. Practical impact, love and devotion. This phase emphasizes deep emotional connections, loyalty and the power of love and friendship. The native may focus on building strong, meaningful relationships and understanding the essence of love. Merging of emotions. There is a desire to merge emotionally with others, seeking intimacy and shared purpose. This can lead to fulfilling partnerships, but also challenges in maintaining individuality within relationships. Team leadership and diplomacy. The native may find success in leading teams or working in humanitarian roles, using their diplomatic skills to build harmony and understanding among diverse groups. Saturn's influence in practical terms. Positive influence. The native may build strong, lasting relationships and achieve success through their ability to connect with others on a deep emotional level. Their devotion and loyalty can inspire trust and cooperation in both personal and professional settings. Negative influence. There is a risk of becoming overly attached or dependent in relationships, leading to feelings of jealousy, insecurity, or fear of loss. The native may also struggle with boundaries, finding it difficult to balance personal and collective needs. Real-life application. Cultivate deep, meaningful relationships based on trust, respect, and shared values, but maintain healthy boundaries and personal independence. Use your leadership and diplomatic skills to create positive change in your community or workplace, focusing on cooperation and mutual support. Practice self-love and acceptance, understanding that true fulfillment comes from within rather than from external validation. 3. Third segment, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, approx 6 years and 4 months. Practical impact, spiritual insight and knowledge. This period is marked by a deepening of spiritual understanding and a desire to share knowledge with others. The native may engage in teaching, counseling, or other roles that allow them to impart wisdom and guidance. Emotional turmoil and healing. The native may experience internal emotional struggles or unresolved issues from the past. This is a time for deep healing and transformation, using spiritual practices or therapeutic methods to find inner peace. Mysticism and occult. There is an interest in mysticism, occult sciences, or esoteric knowledge. The native may explore these areas to gain a deeper understanding of life and the universe. Saturn's influence in practical terms. Positive influence. The native may become a source of wisdom and inspiration for others, using their experiences and insights to guide and support those in need. Their dedication to personal growth and spiritual development can lead to profound inner peace and fulfillment. Negative influence. There is a risk of becoming isolated or withdrawn, feeling overwhelmed by emotional challenges or struggling to find a sense of purpose. The native may also become too rigid or dogmatic in their beliefs, leading to conflicts with others. Real-life application. Use this time to engage in spiritual or personal development practices that help you connect with your inner self and find peace. Share your knowledge and insights with others, but remain open to new perspectives and avoid becoming overly rigid or dogmatic. Seek support and guidance if you are struggling with emotional challenges, and remember that healing and growth are ongoing processes. Saturn characteristics. Positive and negative aspects to be aware of. During Saturn Mahadasha, one must be mindful of both the positive and negative aspects of Saturn's influence. Positive aspects. Discipline and responsibility. Saturn enhances discipline, responsibility, and the ability to work diligently towards long-term goals. The native may develop a strong work ethic and the ability to persevere through challenges, often achieving success through consistent effort. Wisdom and maturity. The native may gain deep insights and wisdom through their experiences, becoming more mature and grounded. This can lead to a more realistic and balanced approach to life, with a focus on practical and sustainable outcomes. Stability and endurance. Saturn promotes stability and endurance, allowing the native to build a solid foundation in both personal and professional life. There is a strong ability to withstand difficulties and remain resilient in the face of adversity. Negative aspects. Anxiety and inhibition. There is a risk of becoming overly cautious, anxious, or inhibited, leading to self-doubt and fear of taking risks. The native may struggle with low self-esteem or feelings of inadequacy, making it difficult to pursue their goals with confidence. Isolation and loneliness. Saturn's influence can lead to feelings of isolation or loneliness, particularly if the native becomes too focused on responsibilities or feels burdened by their duties. There is a tendency to withdraw from social interactions or become overly self-reliant. Rigidity and resistance to change. The native may become too rigid or resistant to change, clinging to outdated beliefs or behaviors. This can lead to stagnation or missed opportunities, as the native struggles to adapt to new circumstances or embrace new ideas. Being aware of these characteristics can help individuals navigate the Saturn Mahadasha more effectively, making the most of its stabilizing and maturing influence while mitigating its more challenging aspects.